can we start? Am I allowed to? I said 7 o'clock. I don't know. I'm gonna start. If you're here, if you got the notification, this is the bonus preview for everyone who subscribed to me or following me. So we'll start with Mario Kart World. In terms of addicting, this is see. Not super addicting, super easy. It's just you're an empty theater with one seat. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. So Mario Kart World is not super addicting. It's very easy for me to put down and kind of forget about. I had to like kind of push my way through this one. But also, again, this is a personal most addicting opinion here. Some people would put this in S tier for addicting, some people wouldn't even put this on the list because they didn't even play it. But I'm not a racing game person, so this goes at the bottom of Pink Sal's official tier list. Donkey Kong Bonanza, in terms of how addicting it is, I did get into the gotta cash 'em all mentality. But after I was done, I mean, the Elephant Bonanza was pretty, you know, addicting. You still haven't played Bonanza? Wow. That's because you've been grinding, man. You've been grinding, Kirby. Here we have Jamboree TV. Kirby grind doesn't stop? No. Jamboree TV. I wouldn't say it's actually that addicting. I personally love it. I don't know if I'd put that before or after Bonanza. You gotta focus, you gotta stay focused, that's right, Hal. So Jamboree TV had Bowser Live, not addicting. It had the coaster, not addicting. The mini games, not super addicting. And then you had the rules that were added. You had teams and you had the frenzy rules. Teams is awesome. I will play Teams forever. I think Bonanza, just the Elephant Bonanza, I think that puts it over Jamboree TV. Emerald Rush has no competition. This is the Emerald Rush tier right here. Nothing beats this. This is my new crack addiction. Kirby Air Riders comes right after that. I cannot stop playing Kirby Air Riders. I cannot put it down. I can put down everything else here, besides this. I cannot put down Kirby Air Riders. By the way, I just realized you cannot see my cursor. How do I change that? Capture cursor, thank you. Oh no, I turned it off. Wait. What? Wait, now it's... Oh, okay. I fixed it? Malix, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Pink Awards. So Kirby Air Riders, I can't put either of these games down. Kirby Air Riders definitely comes after Emerald Rush, but I still struggle to put, like, this keeps me up at night for how long I stay on. I can't stop playing City Trial specifically, and then grinding for my checklist. Once I'm done, I think my brain is gonna say, okay, now we gotta do it again. And I'm gonna say, no, whoa. I gotta hold myself back. And when you hold yourself back, that means it's addicting. So for me, that's addicting. And then this one, I don't know if I should put this before or after Mario Kart. Because I was like very involved with it. But once I'm, like when it comes, it's very tough. I think they're definitely both in the same row. But I don't know which one's more or less addicting. Because, okay, so a year from now, what would I rather, I think I'd rather, that wasn't even, wait, when I put it like that, it wasn't even that hard. A year from now, A year from today, if I were to pick one, I would definitely pick Metroid over Mario Kart. Partially because I don't like racing games, which is ironic, because half of the thing is, it's a desert. And I already 100%ed it. And if I redid it, I would, after hard mode, I don't see myself going back to hard mode. It's too stressful for me. I prefer normal mode, that one's fine. I don't like easy mode for me personally because it annoys me that it says like easy mode. I don't want to be doing an easy mode. I'll do normal. But I'm not gonna do that constantly. Every other game on here I would do way more than either of those two. They're not even B tier. They're not even second best. They're down here. So we have category most addicting games I couldn't put down versus couldn't wait to put down. Save. Okay. Next one. So, how do I... Oh, what? Wait, how do I make another one? Where's my oh, here it is. I'm stupid. How do I get these out of here? How do I- wait, what? How do I get these out? Guys, what do I do? Wait, what is this song? GBA Bowser's Castle from Super Circuit? Oh my goodness. Recent. Where's mine? Wait, did all these come out after me? Who's making all of these? Watch, I'm not the only person who did this. How do I fix this? Guys, I don't know how to fix this. Can I add a new row? Oh, that's not it. New. Okay. Not what I wanted. Games. And I'll make this pink because this is the Pink Awards after all. I thought I'd be able to do that in a much easier way. I think I did something wrong. Okay. Presentation mode. Okay, so the category is changing. We did most addicting. And now we're gonna do favorite boss fight. Why is it not typing anything? Wow, that is way too big. Come on, grab the node. Okay. Category, favorite boss fight. So, can I add... I don't think... I didn't make images for these. So I guess we're just spitballing it. So, Mario Kart World, I don't think that had any bosses. Am I wrong? I can't remember fighting any bosses. I don't think we count that. I don't think I'm gonna play the Yoshi in the Mysterious Book coming out next year. It doesn't look like my thing. So NA is Mario Kart. I don't think that had anything. Wait, why is this layered on top of itself? Am I crazy? Is that- am I the only one seeing that? Can you guys see that? No, you can see- why is it doing that? That's weird. Okay. We have technology. Donkey Kong Bonanza's boss fight. This isn't final boss fight, by the way. This is like regular boss fight. So Bonanza's bosses, I wasn't a huge fan of them. You have like Peekaboo Poid. You have the Bat, which I hate. You have the Salt guy that I hate. You have the Lava guy that I forgot of. I mean, they were really weak. All of the bosses were really weak and not very fun. So I think I'm gonna put those in C tier. Jamboree TV didn't... Jamboree does have bosses, but Jamboree TV I don't believe added any bosses. There were no mini games added, so I think that's an NA. Emerald Rush didn't add anything. NA. Kirby Air Riders does have bosses in it, and they're pretty good. I think I'm gonna put them in A tier because you have the Robo Dedede, which is pretty good. You have Nightmare, pretty good. Zero, a little. It has its quirks, but it's fine. Marks, which is very similar to the Nightmare fight. And then you have the final boss. I think there are only 5. Oh no, you also have Gigantus. Yeah, Kirby Air Riders is an A for favorite boss fight of mine. And then you have... oh wait, we're done with that. We have Metroid Prime. And this one is tough because I think it goes in A. But for like regular bosses, you have like Helios, you have the wolves, you have- oh no, wait, that dragon actually, that puts it over everything. That wasn't even a final boss. The fire lava dragon, that puts it over Air Riders for me. So, the winner of my favorite boss fight is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. The dragon lava monster that you fight in Flare Pool. He was my favorite boss fight, I believe, from that. You had Helios, which was meh. You had the Ice Wolves, meh. You have the dragon, which is cool. Oh, my favorite boss music is also from Metroid Prime 4. Just giving everyone a heads up. The Omega Griever was also very good. That was a very good fight. Trying to think. The Silex fights were fine. It beats out Air Riders. It beats out Air Riders, but nothing's near Bonanza. So we just have these 3. I don't know what's about to happen. Did I put category 4? Now there's that. Can I, is it remix this list? Is that what I'm supposed to click? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I think I messed up. I did put category, okay. I don't know how to actually do this, so we're gonna make stuff up. We're gonna make stuff up. This is not Wii Maple Treeway, this sounds like the gambling game. Okay, next category. We are doing favorite comeback. This is gonna be awesome. Favorite comeback. When I say comeback, what I mean by that is that this game like the way it was added to the game series. So, am I in presentation mode? I am in presentation mode. Okay. So, in terms of a comeback, Mario Kart World came back from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Technically, if we're including them, you could also count Live Circuit, and you could count the iPhone game. But I'm going to primarily count 8 because that was the strongest entry. I don't think this was a good comeback. I think it was fine. I give it a B. I give it a B for Beffert. I think 8 Deluxe is significantly superior, and when they dropped this, it had a lot to offer in different ways, which is technically good, but I would go to 8 Deluxe, preferably. If I'm playing with friends, and they want to see the new one, I'm playing it, but if they just want to play Mario Kart, and we're going to play for a while, I'm going to do this one. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I'm going to say this comes back from Donkey Kong 64. I'm going to give that an A for a comeback, because Donkey Kong 64 is not a 10 out of 10 game, but Bonanza, I would say, is a 10 out of 10, if not 9 out of 10 game. The gameplay is great, music's alright, it's really fun to play, and it actually has multiplayer in it. The story is annoying, but whatever. The DK64 story was slightly better, but it's not. Neither were super duper in-depth. The controls. Oh, the controls are great in Donkey Kong Bonanza. Really like that. That was a great comeback from Donkey Kong 64. Jamboree TV, I guess, is a comeback from Jamboree, and I'm gonna give that an A too. The comeback was so much stronger for Bonanza, though. It was so much stronger from Bonanza. But TV, for me, this is, again, favorite comeback for me personally. How I felt about it, and I felt like Jamboree TV was like a great, like you already had a cookie, now you got another cookie. Now you have 2 cookies. Love that. Emerald Rush, I guess that's a comeback from Bonanza. S tier. Because it took a game that was already fine. I think Bonanza's fine. And it made it, for me, the game, I think I have the most hours in this game because of Emerald Rush. If it were not for Emerald Rush, this game would be a little dusty right now. I was doing speedruns of 2-player, but after an amazing summer, one of the best, it was the most eventful summer I think I've ever had. It just kind of got lost in the sauce. Air Riders is a comeback that definitely goes up there because you brought the entire game back essentially and then added on to it, and what you added on was great. The only reason I'm not putting it in front of Emerald Rush is because Emerald Rush made me play the game, and Air Riders, it's tough. I love Air Riders, especially for City Trial. Air Riders succeeds Air Rider. Trying to think. I think it's fine where it is. It just feels like an insult. I think I'll reverse these when I'm doing best instead of favorite, because this is a very personal decision. So Metroid Prime 4 is this a comeback from Federation Force, or is this a comeback from Corruption? That's what I'm wondering. Because, ironically, I find it to have way more in common with Federation Force. Ironically. Other people are gonna say, Sal, you're crazy. What are you talking about? But if you know, I think you know. Corruption... the linearity is very similar between the two. I don't know where to put this in the second. I'm gonna need a minute. I think we'll do it like in a half. So like 75% of it's Corruption, 25% of it's Federation Force. In my brain. Again, we're doing favorites here. So I think it's lower than Corruption. But it's not, it's like, it's fine. It's fine. Whoa. Got Castle boss battle from New Super Brothers Wii? I didn't know this was in the game. It's crazy. Anyway. I'm trying to think. Because I think I want to put it... I think it's between A and B. Nah, it's gotta be B. But if I had that doubt, then I think you'd be like that. I think the comeback was... I actually think the Mario Kart World was a little better. I say but okay, what was my favorite though? Did I feel better about World replacing 8 Deluxe, or did I feel better about Beyond replacing Corruption? What did I like about World? I feel like I liked something in it. What do you have in World? You have normal racing, you have knockout tour, you have battle, and you have free roam. I think that's it. And then in Beyond, you have your areas that you manually go to instead of flying your spaceship, like in Corruption or in Federation Force. Again, but you had 3 planets in Federation Force and Corruption, 3 primary planets. And Beyond goes more of, I don't, like Prime 1 and 2, I guess, but not really. Prime 1 and 2 have way more in common with each other than Beyond in terms of the way their map works. If we're not including map, like boss fights and enemies, I think I have to put it after World, because there was so much that bothered me about Beyond. I like Beyond, but I think there was more that bothered me about Beyond than World, and I think what will be fixed like in the next 10 years, we're not talking about the next 10 years, but that's probably my brain thinking. And in terms of what I feel like I spent my time on that will be worth it in the future, I feel like World is more so than Beyond. Even when I do speedruns of Beyond, I feel like at the end of the day, I'm gonna have more hours in World. Even willing hours. No, that's not true. I'm gonna have more willing hours in Beyond. That's tough. I feel like they're equal comebacks. I feel like World and Beyond are equal comebacks because they're subpar to their predecessors. And when I was playing them, I could feel that. But I didn't hate them. They were just B. They were like a B movie. They're right. And maybe it's recency biased. Maybe it's recency biased. Especially since World has gotten several updates and I don't think they're ever going to update Beyond. Although, wait, I'm wrong. Beyond is a comeback from Remastered, right? It's pretty equal. Because they kept all the, what do you call it? Like the controls were the same. But they like didn't play off a remaster. Yeah, I gotta leave it there. I'm having a huge debate with myself. can't spell. Category, favorite comeback. Is it remix? Is that what I do? Thankfully there's only 6 of them, so it's not hard to do this part. Okay. New category. Next one is favorite final boss. Alright. For favorite final boss. Oh, this is up front. Wait, what? How did this get so out of order? Favorite final boss. I don't think this had a final boss. I don't think this had a final boss either. That didn't have a final boss. So we only have 3 final bosses here. Kirby Air Riders, we're skipping Bonanza for a second. Because that final boss was just... my experience with that is going to replace everything no matter what. Well, and then we go back to Bonanza. That one set the personal record for me. Okay, listen. Donkey Kong Bonanza, the final boss segment for that game, set the record for me at 2 hours. It took me 2 hours to beat that. Mind you, I was extremely exhausted after 3 days of traveling back and forth, grinding this game to death. It was 11 p.m. at night. I was beyond... I should not have done that then. Had I done it at a different point in the day, at a different energy level, I would have been fine. It would have taken me probably 1 hour, not 2. It was cool. It was... no, it's just the middle sequence is like the strongest part. I think it is S tier. It was incredible. It was incredible. Absolutely loved all, like 75% of it. The 25% I didn't like was like the part where I got really, really confused on what it wanted me to do. And that's my fault. Metroid Prime Beyond had an extremely anticlimactic final boss, whereas Bonanza... It's funny because... okay, so this is favorites. In terms of favorites... in terms of favorites... Because we're going off of my personal opinion for this one. This isn't best yet. This is favorite. If I were to do it again, I think I'd pick Sylex. Spoiler alert. It was extremely anticlimactic. Didn't like that, but we're not. This isn't the category for story. This is just the boss fight. The boss fight itself. Sylex was good. K. Rool was great. But Sylex was the... I've been waiting for both for almost an equal amount of time, though. It didn't... I did get annoyed by the Federation Force stuff in the final boss. And it has 3 phases in the exact same way as Bonanza, by the way. How does Air Riders... The phases for that... It's funny, with the Kirby, you have Hyper Gigantus, and then you go through the, like a mini boss rush, and then you fight Nova. Spoiler alert. I don't know why I'm even talking about that one, though, it doesn't matter. Bonanza's final boss is K. Rool. Metroid's final boss is Sylex. K. Rool is... Sylex is... The city, though! The city! And then with Sylex, you had a discount corruption fight in the beginning. What did I have to ask myself this question. What did I enjoy more? I think I have to go with Sylex. But I hate that because I hated fighting him. It was so anticlimactic. But K. Rool one was just so... I loved that so much. But I got very annoyed whenever I died and I had to... I don't know. Didn't we already listen to this one? Wait, why did it... How did we shuffle back here? There's 352 songs in this playlist. I don't know between Sylex and K. Rool. What did I like? I think K. Rool's better. K. Rool was better, I think. But Sylex, did I like Sylex more? I don't know! I can't decide. You wait the whole game for both. Both games you lead up to it with hints. Well, Sylex is not a hint. Sylex you know is coming. You fight Sylex, the fake Sylex a couple times, and then real Sylex in a drone. And then you fight him for real. Whereas the Kremlin crew is alluded to throughout the game and then you finally reach them at the end. You go up and you fight him. The first time you fight him, I don't remember if he takes the Banandian route or not. And then you go up, and you're in the city, which is part of the fight technically. And then phase 2, it's very hard. I think I gotta go with this order. I'm trying to recall the boss fight here. I think I gotta go with this order. Wait, is it create this tier list? Is that what I want? Is that what I've been meaning to do this whole time? Whatever, we're just shoving them all in there. New category! GBA Bowser's Castle! We listened to this one too! Why is Shuffle broken? Shuffle broke. Next one is favorite game! Ah! The one everyone wants to hear about. Favorite game. Just the game, period. I didn't put a period, but you know what I mean. Favorite game. Alright. I think I already said this, but Mario Kart, again, personal. This is personal, me personally. I gave Mario Kart a B. So we're just gonna leave that there. Bonanza, I think I gave that an A. Jamboree TV, I gave that an S. Beyond, I gave that a 3.96, which I think is a B. I did love that more. I loved that more than Mario Kart World. I definitely love that more. I would not give it an A today. Not in this moment. Kirby Air Riders is tough between an S and an A for me. Oh my goodness, I can't decide. I think I have to... I'm gonna leave it there for a second. We're gonna just leave this here for a second. I'm gonna think about it. Favorite game. Favorite game. I think Emerald Rush... Well, B is solid, A is solid, so just up front. We're just debating S right now. Emerald Rush. I'm not even counting Donkey Kong Island. We're just ignoring that. Emerald Rush. I mean, we shouldn't be ignoring it, but it's the main... Anything Donkey Kong Island added cannot overthrow what Emerald Rush added for me. Emerald Rush, I can't stop thinking about it. It was like the best. It was my favorite. It was my favorite. And then Jamboree TV, when I think about Jamboree TV, I think about the mouse mini games, which were really fun. They were really fun additions, but especially teams. I don't think about Frenzy Rules too much. I definitely think about teams more. Teams, super duper fun. Super duper fun. Had a great experience with that. I think Emerald Rush goes over that. Air Riders is very tough because I can't say it's my favorite. It's not, I don't believe it's my favorite of the year. Like the whole year, that doesn't sound right. I love Air Riders. Air Ride mode's fine. I love Top Ride. I'm a Top Ride stan. We love Top Ride. And then City Trial, of course, is amazing. The free roam stuff you can do in that game is perfection. This is favorite game of Pink Sound 2025, not Pink Sound 2004. If I was in 2004, I think Air Riders would take the cake. Air Riders, I had a better time. I have stronger memories of Jamboree TV. This is so broken. What the heck? Why does YouTube do this? Do I have to like pick something? I'm gonna turn shuffle on again because I think it's broken. Yes, I'm debating what my favorite game was. I'm debating where I should put Air Riders because I love so I've played Air Riders with a few of my friends, and I have plans to play tomorrow night with Bloxy and Defire. That's gonna be fun. I feel like Jamboree TV is more fun though. But that's not most fun, it's just favorite. What is my favorite? And I'm not even talking about Jamboree TV as a whole, I'm just talking about teams. Teams are just so strong, kind of like how Emerald Rush is so strong that it overshadows DK Island, even though I love DK Island. So we're trying to pit like the strongest things against each other in terms of my favorite. Emerald Rush, favorite. Teams, favorite. Air Riders, I love Top Ride. I think City Trial might beat it out in terms of like favorite game power. I love the paddock. I like the I love that though. I love how you can organize the paddock and just throw everyone in and create your own rules. I love the rule sets. You do have rules in Jamboree TV. It's hard. It's hard. Also, I'm realizing something. You can't even see. You can't even see. There we go. I think what did I think Jamboree TV was more my favorite than Air Riders? I think it might be. I had so many more, but it's also recency bias because I think I put more time into Jamboree TV than Kirby Air Riders. Right? I had to have. It doesn't separate my time between Jamboree TV and Jamboree. I have over 200 hours in Jamboree, I think. Bonanza, I have that on 2 accounts. I don't know. That's over 100 hours. Kirby Air Riders, I have about 50 hours in that? Around that. I don't remember the exact number. Emerald Rush. I'm curious to know how many hours I have in Emerald Rush, because it doesn't separate that either. What is this song? SNES Battle Course from Super Mario Kart? Do we want to hear this? I don't think I like it. I think we leave it like that. I think my Jamboree TV was my favorite over Kirby Air Riders. It sounds stupid, but I think that's just me. When I rate what's the best, it won't be like that. But for me, my favorite, I think I did at my favorite times with Jamboree TV, so we are gonna stick with that. I can't spell. Here we go. Can I create... Okay, this does not do what I thought it did. Why are there ads everywhere? Okay, games, go down here. Nothing's been D tier yet, I don't think. I think everything's... The lowest we've had is C tier. So, new category. What is our next category? Should I move this over here? Probably should. Favorite gameplay. favorite gameplay. Wow, okay. Favorite gameplay. I just add play to the end of that, I guess. Favorite gameplay. Okay. Mario Kart World is actually really high. Cause this is really, I think I'm gonna put A. The gameplay in this is awesome. I love the gameplay in this. As a whole, I'm not a racing game person, but when I'm playing the game, it has great gameplay. Let me tell you. I'm putting that in a top tier category. Metroid also has great gameplay. I think that goes in A. I think that goes in A. The gameplay in this one, when I'm going around, shooting stuff, scanning stuff, looking at stuff, that's an A overall for the gameplay. I think I said the same thing 4 times in a row. Anyway. Donkey Kong Bonanza gameplay. Hold on, let me think about this one. This one's actually extremely addicting. I think that might be S tier for my favorite gameplay. That game, the way this game plays is so addicting. I think we're ordering this by not favorite gameplay, but addicting gameplay. It's hard to tell the difference a little bit. Kirby Air Raider's gameplay. I'll just put everything in A while I'm looking. Air Raider's gameplay, I think I hate it. I think that's a B. Or maybe a C. I think the gameplay in this is terrible. I can't say terrible, it's different. I don't like it. I don't think I like it. It's not the gameplay I enjoy. It's not D tier. It's just when it comes to me and gameplay, Air Raiders gets a C. Air Raiders has been in like S for every single one of these so far. It gets its first C. Gameplay, The gameplay is a Jamboree TV gameplay is... We're gonna base this off of mouse mode because there's nothing else to really base it off of. And we're not basing it off of the base game, we're basing it off of the DLC. The gameplay for the mic and the movement and then the mouse, I think actually I'll leave it where I just threw it. I think that's fine. It's an A- for me. It's an A- for me. But that spray paint minigame bumps it up pretty high. The gameplay comes exclusively from the minigames, and then I guess Coaster and Bowser Live, because the boards are exactly the same. They're identical. The gameplay doesn't change, except for when in teams you can like share things. Not really counting that. That's not powerful enough to add as a factor. So we are going to put that in the A- row of A. I'm not gonna make an A- tier. And then gameplay for Emerald Rush. Wait, I think I need to actually add a row above this. Oops. Delete row. We're gonna do S++ for Emerald Rush. Oh my goodness, that gameplay. Gameplay at Emerald Rush is... It's not just the buttons you press, it is the playing of the game. And Emerald Rush gameplay is so enrapturing because it uses your brain. You have to be able to... You don't have to make the decisions quickly, I don't guess, because you can pause. You can pause throughout the whole thing. But it's better if you don't pause, because you get more dopamine when you don't pause. You go and you play, and the gameplay is Bonanza gameplay, and then added onto that Nothing taken away. You add to the Bonanza gameplay based on what was already there in S tier. You get S++ Emerald Rush. From me. Again, favorite. I can't say you. Me. I got that. And I was like, oh, singing its praises. Beautiful. Beautiful. Loved it. The dynamic gameplay between the barrels and the bonanzas, the regular bananas, the multipliers. Favorite gameplay is Emerald Rush. Added on to my second favorite gameplay, which would be my first favorite gameplay. Are we missing something? Oh no, that's down there. Let me zoom out. There you go. This is my favorite gameplay of new releases in 2025. It's here. It's here. The reason why World's gameplay is higher than TV is because of the wall jumping mechanic and how you can boost dash jump trick onto a wall. That's super fun. Love that. And there we have it, folks. I don't know what remix this list means. Eon, thank you for gigantifying an emote. The kappa. Okay, we're gonna throw these all down here. Actually, I'm gonna move this up so I don't have to keep doing this. How do I... Is it just this button? Yeah. Oh, there it goes. It's like an elevator. Up we go. And then we're gonna delete this row. Okay. Presentation mode. Next category. What is our next category? Favorite memory. Oh. Okay, favorite memory. That's not it. Favorite memory. So, Jamboree TV, my favorite memory is playing teams with people, including my friends, and destroying computers. It's more, I think I had more fun destroying computers than destroying 2v2s. It was so, I was on top for that. That was so much fun. Emerald Rush. Oh, I love my favorite memory of Emerald Rush. I'd have to look into my photos. Probably when I killed it on a run. So what was stronger, killing it on a run or killing computers? I think it was, I think I'm gonna put TV over this. Because the personal connection you have with the other person is stronger than being really good at math by yourself. It's a life lesson right there. Minecart World, favorite moment, memory, favorite memory. The release was fine, not a favorite memory. Playing with y'all, that was pretty fun. Playing with my friends, when we all got together in a group, there were like 8 of us, and we all banged it out together. That was a blast. That's definitely, it's an A tier memory. Beating Free Roam was not my favorite memory. That was not my favorite memory. Beating the game was not my favorite memory. It was definitely me with my friends. Or me with chat. Me playing with other people where I was interacting with them, that's my favorite memory. What just happened to my music? Oh, it faded out really weirdly. So, again, that's with other people. And I think that goes over Bonanza, but that can't overtake TV, because the power of teamwork is with TV. Air Riders. Favorite memories, gotta be getting Gigantus with my brother. That's an S tier memory. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Beyond, favorite memories, probably me just screaming during the trailers. This has been an 18-year wait. And when the trailers dropped, those were my favorite memories. I think I'm gonna put that in S tier too. And then fighting Psylux, and then seeing him go into his Lockjaw, going into the Lockjaw form, his Lockjaw mode, that was amazing. I think my favorite memory is really just seeing that Psylux was in the game. That was really powerful, but Gigantus overtakes Psylux, because Kirby overtakes Metroid in terms of my favorite series. Bonanza, my favorite memory is probably not doing speedruns, probably not just playing it regularly, probably not even playing with my friends, probably the ending in New Donk City. That was probably my favorite memory. Seeing that raw, no spoilers, for the first time, half expecting it. That, I think, goes here. That was easy. Wow! out of everything I've done so far, that was the easiest one. Coming up with my favorite memory. Favorite memory, Air Riders. Gigantus. Favorite memory, Beyond. Psylux. Favorite memory, Bonanza, New Donk City. Favorite memory of TV, Demolishing Computers. Favorite memory, Mario Kart World, playing with my friends in chat. Favorite memory of Bonanza. Emerald Rush. Just being really good. There's a theme here. Psylux is the outlier in this theme. These are, I feel like all of these have staying power in terms of memories, but especially these 5. That sounds stupid, 5 out of 6. The top 5 have the strongest memories for me. It sounds insane. Okay. New category. Why did I do it like this? I'm stupid. Oh, that's why I did it like that. Okay. Slightly less stupid. Okay, I just realized I could have this on my iPad, but I don't. Oh, even better, I could have it down here. Hold on, I'm reworking my screens because I had a sudden realization that I don't know what I'm doing. Favorite racetrack? I forgot I added this one. Favorite racetrack. So for context, all of these have racing in them for some reason. Don't know why. But I do know why. Marketing. So favorite racetrack for Kirby Air Riders. I don't know if we can count Skya. I think we have to count the actual racing track. That would be Heart of Nova. That's an A tier racetrack for me. It's really good. Bonanza, actually this one doesn't have it. There's no racing in Emerald Rush, so that doesn't count. Jamboree TV. Oh, Jamboree TV doesn't. Oh, the coaster's technically a race. I feel like that's a really weak one. I think I'd put that in C+. I will even put the plus. That's a C+ for me. And Mario Kart World, I would say Rainbow Road's my favorite. That goes above Heart of Nova. Bonanza's, I'm tempted to put that above Rainbow Road because of how dynamic and high skill ceiling it is. And then Beyond is awful, actually. That one is it. We have our first D tier. We have our first D tier. There we have it, folks. Our first D tier is the the racetrack, quote unquote racetrack. It is a racetrack. When you're going through the tutorial, there are 3 levels that you go down to sort of race on, and then you also have the desert. But desert's like Skya, so I can't really put that. I pick Skya over the desert. I could also do category favorite Emerald Rush. Maybe I will do that. Every game has its own. I could make it work, its own Emerald Rush. I think that was my fastest one. I think we just PB'd it. The only thing that would count for racetrack is DK Island for Emerald Rush, because the rest of it's a rework. What is this song? GCN Rainbow Road. Next game. I mean, not next game. Next category. Where did I put it? Oh, it's down here. Favorite song! And we have 3 for this. And we're almost done with the favorites. Then we're actually going to do the best. So favorite song. And we're going to start with regular boss. Favorite song. So, my favorite song, regular, is Kremlin Quagmire from Bonanza. That's one of my favorite songs of all time right now. Kirby Air Riders, my favorite song is a toss-up between 10 of them. I love 10 of them. But Kremlin Quagmire is insane. But this has more, but we're picking one song. Wait, it's a boss. Wait, I'm stupid. Hold on. Boss, not overall. We're starting with boss, final boss, then we do other. So, in terms of boss, there's no boss in Bonanza. In terms of bosses, we have none. For boss air riders, that would be like Duty Zero, Nightmare, Marks. That's A tier. I'm not gonna pick one, they're all awesome. Bonanza, favorite boss, probably Void Kong. That's an A, but that's not as good as Air Riders. Prime Beyond did have my best. This did have, out of all the boss songs in this entire year, definitely #1. TV didn't have bosses, so we're putting that down here. And the Mario Kart World, I don't think that... Did that have... I don't think that had bosses on it. So that leaves just these 3. I think I'm getting faster. I'm getting faster at what was my favorite. My favorite one from Prime Beyond was the round guy with the yellow eyes. Air Riders, probably 0 out of the 4 of them. Unless we're counting Noir DD. I don't know if that counts. I guess it would count. He's a little different. And then Bonanza for my favorite boss, that would be Void Kong. So. Remix! Now we're gonna do final boss. Which, again, is only these 3. Because these don't have final bosses. It's too big. It's like Ridley. Okay. So, Bonanza's final boss song was pretty great. I don't know if that's an S or A tier. We can listen to it right now. What am I talking about? Let's listen to that. We should be listening to those songs right now. So this would be...
No. Your girlfriend...
Oh, that's not it. Hold on. We're going through a commercial. This is... well, there's 4? There are 4 final boss songs for Bonanza. Because I'm counting New Donk City. This one was pretty... I think... it has to be S tier when you add them all together, because I didn't really consider this. It's one guy. Your final boss is one guy, but the phases will have different songs, so you have to add them together. You don't have to, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add them together, and this gets added with part 1, part 2, and part 3. This is S tier. But we also have this. And this is my second favorite song from the game. I'm so addicted to this song. This is one of my most played songs of the whole year. It's so perfect. It's perfect. And this plays during the final boss sequence of Donkey Kong Bonanza. But when it hits... It's right here. This part, this part, this part. You cannot see me, but my head is bopping in perfection right there. And then we go to the Kirby Air Riders final boss theme, which actually annoys me a little bit, even though it's perfection. Because, well, I guess it can't be perfection. It can't be perfection, but it mixes it with Mark's theme, which I don't like. It's considered to be part of the song, but this song is above and beyond. This part of the song is perfection, and then it turns into Mark's, and I don't like that. Again, we're still in the favorites category. We're still in favorites, and it's not my favorite when they do that, when they put 2 songs together. It's like when you take 2 pieces of yarn, you tie a knot to make one long piece of yarn because your skein was too short for your scarf. That's what they did with this, but they're 2 completely different colors. It's like putting red and white yarn together. It doesn't... In game, in Kirby Superstar, you have Marks and then you have Nova. The 2 songs are separate. Thankfully, I put on the good version. So this is the part of the final boss theme that we're going to focus on. But we're going to focus on this, but I'm not saying this is the theme. This is a remix of it. Remix meaning they cut out the Marks part. That makes it take a hit because I think this is my favorite. Okay, but this isn't the best, but this is my favorite. This is my favorite final boss theme of the year. And Actually, I think this is A tier. This is my favorite final boss theme of the year. I just get annoyed that they throw marks in there. I think this is the full version. Oh, decorate your home. Thanks. I don't have a house. Please don't DM. What is this? What is don't DMC me? Yeah, see, it turns into marks right here. And I like markses. I just don't like how it's combined into one. Not my thing. So that dumbs it down in terms of best, but in terms of favorites, it's still my favorite. Even though I thought nothing could beat Bonanza, Heart of Nova lives in my heart. It changed my life. My entire brain is different because of that song. And then we have the final boss from, spoiler alert, Metroid Prime Beyond is Sylux. In that one, I didn't care. It was fine. There's a few different there's 3. Are there 3 songs for him? Because there's a phase 1, phase 2, and then I think this is phase 3. No, there's, yeah, I don't know. Guitar! This cannot be my favorite in S tier at all, though, because they didn't include his Hunters riffs at all. In Hunters, all the Hunters had like the same song, but they all had their own versions of the song, and they didn't include that at all in here. This is something completely different, and it doesn't... I can't say it's my favorite. I got a Windows notification. What is happening in the background of the windows? Oh, it's having OneDrive issues, of course. What are the other songs for this? Here's phase 2. Very alien. But he's not an alien. And this is phase 1. Oh, that's Pizza Hut. Not sponsored. It's good, it's just not my favorite. You have 2 insane contenders for my favorite. You are not winning, but you are also not coming close to winning. Because you didn't even bother... Okay, this is... Somebody made an insane theme based off of part of... I will... Okay, you want some Pink Cell lore? I'll drop some lore on you. But first I need to try to find... Someone made concept music for him, where they included the riff from his attack. So this was an orchestral arrangement of the Sylux battle from Metroid Prime Hunters, made before we... I don't know. Is this the one where it includes the riff? Oh, it is! Okay. So, this guy's name is Wingus Dingus, and he did one of my favorite versions of this theme. I've also listened to Wingus Dingus for like a decade. That there is Silex. And then here he adds the extra. Flawlessly, by the way. Insane. They should have done something like this for Silex's theme. Fans tend to know... Fans make things that I often prefer. And this is my favorite version of what it should have been. I don't remember what this is. This is from DJTheS.com, who I'm absolutely in love with in terms of his musical style. Oh, he just did this one through... Okay, so the one I'm used to... DJTheS.com, I would highly recommend checking him out. I've been listening to him for a million years, and he's always made great stuff. He's been doing this forever. So that's his new one. This is how I run on the treadmill, because the BPM of the song is the exact pace of my running. And it puts my heartbeat at the perfect heart rate. And it increases my heart rate as I keep listening to it. Because he keeps adding. Now we start dancing. Step, 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 breathe. Step, 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 breathe. Step, breathe. Step, 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 step. Step, 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 step. Step, 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 step. Like, this is literally how I run. And it's an amazing, super inspirational song too. Because I have so many visions when I'm listening to this. This was like the start of my obsession with Silex. DJTheS.com started to get me obsessed with him through this song, with me running on the treadmill throughout high school. So that was that. What is this? I don't think I've ever heard this. But this is my man right here, Wingus Dingus, making the orchestral arrangement. I would recommend both Wingus Dingus, who I've been listening to this guy for like a decade, and then also DJTheS.com, been listening to him probably, how old am I? Yeah, also a decade. Love them. Okay, we're done. We're done. Going back to whatever's going on back here. We already played that one. Save. There we go. What in the world is happening on this website? Now we can actually add these in because we're going with other. Favorite song, other. Other means anything. So, favorite from this is Kremlin Quagmire. Favorite from this is Heart of Nova. Favorite from Jamboree TV? What's even in Jamboree TV? I don't even know the answer to that. What did they add? Do I have to open the game to learn this information? I don't know what's in this game.
I got it.
I know what's in normal Jamboree, but I don't know what's in Jamboree TV. Why are there... Hold on. What is happening in this website?
Available in the US.
Minigames... things... Because it used... What was new? I don't think there was anything phenomenal in here.
Time to get pumped.
Bowser Live might have my favorite song in this. It's not.
Start.
Oh wait, that goes hard. That's not like my least favorite, but that goes hard.
5 more seconds.
Okay, that one gets a pass. Favorite song from Emerald Rush. They did add music to that. They added 5 new songs no, they also added the DK. Okay, my favorite is probably, hold on, I need to stop saying words. So I don't actually love this. Here we go. Donkey Kong, DK Island, and Emerald Rush full OST. So this is Daytime. It's Perfection. Sunset. It's also awesome. Emerald Rush 1. I don't like it. I don't like it. This one's fine. Meh. This is my favorite of this. Or is it... This is Daytime. Do I prefer Sunset? I don't think I have a preference. I think I like both of them equally. This goes in A tier. Nah, it's kind of S tier. Wait, what was my Air Rider's favorite song? Oh wait, never mind. This goes... Oh, I kind of want to do it over this one, but Kremlin Quagmire is my favorite of all time. Kremlin Quagmire is carrying this entire game. Otherwise, this would be like with Jamboree TV. Okay, Beyond's not including boss music. What was in here? I guess you had Volt Forge. Let me look up. Because I actually hated the soundtrack for this game so much. Like the regular areas, there was way too much choral going on. You needed to tone that down a lot. They went too hard on that.
In the Air Force, we operate as a team.
No, I'm not. What? Okay. You. Wait, does this count as boss music? The U2 Research Center was one of my favorites because it's the pirate theme. Volt Forge and Viola were also good. Ice Belt was fun. Flare Pool had some really good ones. Great Minds, I have no memory of that. I'd have to look at that. I know the rest of these are just choral things. I did love how they brought back some of the retro tunes. It's very... you won't notice it unless you've played the games. Does this count as boss music? It's like intro music. This goes so hard. And then Mario Kart World, because it couldn't count it for anything else, you'd have to count the regular songs. Mario Kart World has 352 songs in it, and they're all... most of them are bangers. But I don't think they bang harder than this. Actually, no, one of them made me cry, so yeah, it bangs harder. Overall, between World and Beyond, I just have so much hate, and again, this is favorite. I have so much hate for so much in Beyond. And then Mario Kart World, you have Rainbow Road. It didn't make me cry, I was exaggerating. I didn't cry about... the only thing I cried about was trying to beat this guy. I was like, oh, please let it end. But, no. It also has Wii Toad's Factory, which... that beats out Wii Toad. And this sounds so perfectly alien. I like this. It's so dramatic. This is the facility collapse for Flare Pool. This is the... I think this is the only countdown timer in the game. Do you recognize this song? I do. It's vaguely reminiscent of the Mother Brain Parasite Queen theme. For me. There's like pieces of it there. Okay, going back to Wario. Here we go! This is my tier list. We have Kremlin Quagmire. We have probably Machine Passage. We have Rainbow Road. We have the Space Pirates theme, DK Island, and then we have Bowser Live. Actually, there's more than Rainbow. We also have Toad's Factory, but we don't have to talk about that. This is not... Yes, yes, I shall. Next one. I like how presentation mode is just without ads. Category! Next category. It's my my last favorite. Favorite story. Did all of these have a story? We're about to find out. Did all of these have a story? I have no idea. You tell me. Bonanza story. Terrible. Terrible. C+. Terrible. Jamboree TV. Does that have a story? Jamboree had a story. Jamboree TV, really? I wouldn't say that really had a story. I don't think we count that. Air Rider's story was, A-B? It was A-B. It might be B. As a story writer, I give it a B. Well, no, it's saying favorite. What? The story was it's a B. It's a B plus. No, I can't give it a plus. I'll give it a plus minus. I'll give it a plus minus. Happy. Beyond story was I hated that. I actually hated that. I hated that. Personal opinion, favorite story, hated that. There was more story. Actually, I liked the ice belt part, but this had like nothing in it. Emerald Rush's story was really stupid. It was like B plus stupid. It was an excuse, but this was also an excuse. The story was. I think it was worse than Bonanza, actually. I think the story for Emerald Rush was worse than Bonanza. No, I think it was like, I don't know, they're both pretty bad. They're both pretty bad. And Mario Kart World, I don't think that did that have a story? I don't know if that, did that have a story? I don't think that, there was story mode. I can't believe Air Riders wins this. I feel like it shouldn't. It barely does. I gave this a B plus minus versus a C plus. These are overall, in terms of like favorite, Kirby Air Rider story is about, it's not Skya, and it's not Noir Duty. It's not Gigantus. I forgot the name of the object that living machine. Not Nova, who is a living machine as well. I forgot his name. He wishes to be free to roam wherever he pleases, and Nova vivisects him and transforms him into a death machine that can't move. And then a piece of his will breaks free somehow, even though it couldn't do that for millions of years somehow. And then it defeats everything trying to activate him. And Kirby doesn't know any better. And then Kirby kills Nova. Win. Metroid Prime Beyond, you have two stories. You have the Silex B-plot, and you have the Vuros Luminoth, Discount Luminoth story. Most of that story is in Ice Belt, and then you get some other details in other places of just their society. But as to what happened to them, it's all in Ice Belt. And that was fun to experience. That goes more under gameplay than story, I think. But it is part of the story. As you're playing, you feel the story in your controllers. As it tries to eat you. Emerald Rush, he's like, alright, go back to the mines. And then Bonanza is, you have to go down to go up. That's the story. He's dumb. They put so little and yet too much in Metroid Prime Beyond. None of it tied together. It was like when you try to make a hamburger and then you take a bite of the hamburger, but you're just biting the bread because everything fell out. It was not complementary of each other. It's like if you took spaghetti and put salt and pepper on it, and when you tried to eat it, all the salt and pepper came off. It didn't work. The game rewards are live now. Don't know what's happening to them. Don't really care. This is way more fun. I should have put Jamboree TV in first place. What happened to my presentation? Okay. Games! What is this song? Sprawling Savannah. I thought it was Sprawling Savannah, but the instruments were way too different for me. Okay, new category. That was my final favorite. Now we're going to bests. We're going to best boss fight. We're gonna get more technical now. So Kirby Air Riders, the best boss fight it's a toss-up between Dedede and Nova. No, Dedede's a ton of fun. It's a blast to get through. And then Nova is very specific. Maybe Dedede's a little better. They're both... but I can't go off of opinion anymore. It's all opinion, but I'm trying to go off less of opinion. I guess it's just A. What makes an S tier boss fight? You're on a race car for the whole thing. A machine, I should say. I think it's S. For best? Yeah, great boss fight. Bonanza's boss fights. I think that goes no, there's K. Rool is way too much health. Way too much. It should have been a pint less. Oh wait, it's not final boss, this is regular boss. So hold on, so Air Riders it would be Dedede, and then Bonanza it would be... I hate that bat. I can't even... I'm too biased. Who's normal? What would be the best boss fight in Bonanza? What were the boss fights in Bonanza? Maybe Void Kong would be the best boss fight? There's 17? What? I don't remember 17 bosses. You have Rock Monster? No. Pika Bruiser? No. Grumpy Kong? No. Mad Mixer? No. Summon Clumper? No. Poppy Kong? No. Inflaminite? No. Abracadabra? I forgot about the guy. No. Void Kong? Yes. Sinister Blustering? No. That bat? Nah. Pika Bruiser? No. Poppy Kong? No. Grumpy Kong? No. Monkey Buck? No. Void Kong? Yes. I think it's Void Kong. Void Kong, I'm gonna put under the Dedede fight. Beyond, what would be the best boss fight in Beyond? It might be Sylux, if we're not going off of my personal favorites. We had Abrax, that was a tutorial boss. Carvex, that was a tutorial boss. Sylux, that was like a prelude boss. Helios was a tutorial boss. Keratos is the first true boss we fight in that. Keratos was good. Fenoros. Fenoros beats Dedede. And Mega Greebird beats Dedede. They were so good. Those boss fights were so well done. Mario Kart World doesn't have boss fights. This doesn't have, the rest of these don't have boss fights. Right? Yeah. So in terms of best boss fights, we have... Wait, who's Varmus? Oh my goodness, I forgot Varmus was in the game. Forgot about Varmus. No, we're not, no. Omega Greeper and Fenoros are tough in terms of what I think was better. It might be Omega Greeper. Keratos was fun though. It would have to be Fenoros or Omega Greeper because I can't go off of my favorite. It would be best. Air Riders would be Dedede, that's great. And then Bonanza it would be Void Kong, which was good, I think, in terms of rating it on what's good. What is it called? Robo Dedede? It is Robo Dedede. Wait, what's the next one? Best comeback. Best comeback. So, Emerald Rush coming back from Bonanza, I think that added so much to it. I think we can't stress that enough because it took a game that was already good and took everything about it good and took advantage of it and built on top of that. Bonanza, again, coming back from Donkey Kong 64, that what was better? I might put that above that. Because the DK64 comeback versus adding on to the game might have been better. I preferred Emerald Rush, but it might have been better. Air Rider's coming back from Air Rider. I think that goes... I don't know. I'm gonna put it there for now. This one coming back from everything it went through, I think that's a C. That was a poor comeback. TV was a weird comeback. And then World was awful. Absolutely awful. It was an awful comeback. Maybe it was a B. Maybe I'm being too harsh. B minus. TV added stuff. It added a lot of stuff. Air Riders added stuff. Both of them just added. Added and technically improved, but not... I feel like there are more improvements made in Air Riders than TV. Dude, seriously. What are we going with next? Best deal. Ooh, this one's controversial. This one's controversial. Best deal. What is this? We Thwomped Desert? I don't remember hearing this. Okay, best deal. Donkey Kong Bonanza for $70. It's a B? It's $70 for that. Metro Prime 4 Beyond is $60. Is that an A? For the deal? How much you get a 20-hour game unless you go for 100%. Then it's like a 40-hour game. Bonanza's a 40-hour game though. They're both 40 hours. But this one's single player and this one's multiplayer. This one's cheaper. And this one has like replayability and this one doesn't. TV. Oh my goodness. This deal is $20. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that there. Stop that. TV is $20 for. I'm not counting Bowser Live. I'm not gonna count the coaster. I'm just counting the minigames and the new modes for $20. Minigames and new modes. That might be B minus. I'm biased. World for $80? The way it came out and the way it is now, that's a strong B minus. No. Air Rider for $70? It feels worth it, which is crazy. But it feels worth it. And then Emerald Rush for $20? No! What? No! Why is this $20? That's a B minus minus. That's a terrible, terrible price. It's a B minus minus. We're not doing that. So, funny enough, Air Riders wins. Best deal, Air Riders. It's $70 for the most hours. I spent in one playthrough. Oops. In one playthrough to 100% the game. That's what I'm going off of. And then what you get after that, you're gonna spend more time in Air Riders than Bonanza. From my perspective. Because Air Riders, you have the checklists. Bonanza, you can 100%, but that takes less time. I 100% in Bonanza. Blind. In about 40 hours, I believe. Any percent was 15 hours. Kirby Air Riders, any percent, I don't know what you would say for that. Like, just play everything? I think it's less than Bonanza for any percent, but 100% Air Riders, I would say, is more. Partially because of the RNG, partially because of the online. But you're also gonna get sucked into online. You're gonna get sucked into City Trial if you keep playing. And you have to keep playing to unlock everything. So as you're forced to keep playing, or you force yourself to keep playing to finish it, you get hooked, and then you're a City Trial head. Whereas Bonanza fades into the background. I feel like someone would rather pick up Air Riders than Bonanza after spending an equal amount of time in them. So for the same price, I would say Air Riders is a better deal. And then Beyond gets a bump over Bonanza because it's only $60. It is also a Switch 2 game, which is also $70. If you're trying to save $10, I would say save the $10. Because the only thing that gets added is 4K support, 120 support, and mouse support. None of those are necessary for the average person. $60 for Beyond. World is terrible. $80, terrible. Jamboree TV, $20, terrible. Awesome game, love it, terrible. Emerald Rush, favorite one of the year, terrible deal. Should not be $20, should be $10. And the island should not be part of that at all. It should be just be Emerald Rush. Because for the programming involved, $10, whatever. DK Island should have been like Mushroom Kingdom. I don't understand it. I do understand it. They did it as a tie-in to Emerald Rush. It should have been free. That's my story. Where'd that P come from? We have best final boss. Best final boss. Some of these don't count because they don't have a final boss. It's funny that Air Riders does have one. So final boss for Bonanza, that's probably S tier. Final boss for Beyond, also probably S tier. Final boss for Air Riders, I don't know. Would we say Nova is? Are we counting Hyper Gigantus? I wouldn't count it. And then you have yeah, because then you have the little mini boss rush after that. I wouldn't count that. Oh, we should do best and favorite hard mode. We should do hard mode. I didn't think of that. So, K. Rool I think was better than Nova. Harder, but better. Psylux was so basic. And so annoying. That might be A. Because his first phase with the dragons where he kills everybody, that's annoying. Why are they even there? Why'd you I don't like that. They should have been shooting from outside the force field. Actually, that would have been dumb because it's a force field. Whatever. Like Psylux said, it's between you and me, Samus. So why were... I don't know. It was weird. And then they're in outer space and it's whatever. There's a lot of whatever happening in that final boss. It's a lot of whatever. Whereas Nova, definitely S. K. Rool, S. The build up too. I think this is it. I think this is good. Remix. Now we're doing best game. This does count everything, so everything get up there. Okay. Best game. I think Emerald Rush was really well done. I would only give it an A in terms of best, though. Jamboree TV, I would put that in a B. There should have been more there. Mario Kart World, no. I would put that in A still, but below Emerald Rush. Air Riders is pretty meh for best. Like, I think I'd put that after Worlds. No, I can't. Hold on, I can't write that yet. I'm having issues. Why would Emerald Rush is better than World? So Emerald Rush is a single-player roguelike, and then Mario Kart World is a 24-player racing game. And for a 24-player racing game, there's not a lot to do. And for a single-player roguelike spin-off DLC to a best-selling game, there's like a dozen places you can go to do that. There's 7 levels to everything. There's a lot. And you can go for all V-Ranks, or you just go for all levels, or you go for all level 7. Like, there's a lot to appeal to you. Whereas World is so limited. And it has a very poor... I wouldn't touch the battle. It's very poorly done. I don't know if they fixed it. There's only 30 racetracks in the whole game. Ew, no. Jamboree TV added rules and minigames. That's a B. Bonanza. I think that's game of the year for me in terms of best game. That was very well rounded. It's fun. The controls are excellent. The gameplay is great. The music's fine. Story, all the stories are bad. And I feel like there's something else I usually rate it by besides those 5. There's something else. What do? I do fun, controls, gameplay, music, story. What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. I'm gonna look up what I'm missing. Fun, controls, guidance! Oh, I forgot about that one. Guidance and Bonanza's perfection, so yeah, it's S. Air Riders, nope, we can't do that one yet. I gotta leave that for last. Beyond, okay. In terms of best game, was it fun? Meh. The guidance is too strong. It's too much. The controls are perfect. Music's fine. The story is, I didn't like it. I would think I would give it a B. Would I put it over TV? TV didn't offer anything. In terms of a game? I don't know. The quality of Beyond's better. I'll say that. The quality's better. Air Riders is hard. Where does this go in the best game? Is it even an A? Cause there's story mode, which is fine. Top Ride, great in my opinion, but I think that's above fine, like fine plus. Air Ride mode is fine-ish. City Trial is fine-y. It's all fine. Would I put it above Mario Kart World? That's where I'm stuck. Would I put it above Metroid? The music's better. The gameplay is worse, but the music's better. And as multiplayer, and in my opinion, that's important. I'll kick off my opinion! Guys, I don't know where Air Riders goes on this list. What do you think? I don't know where Air Riders goes. I don't remember what okay, what's the fun of Air Riders? It's very fun. It's addicting. Very fun. Controls are bad. The controls are fine, but I would put it at the bottom. The guidance is more than perfect. It's perfect. The guidance is perfect. The gameplay is good. The music's incredible. The story is... We're not even gonna talk about the story. Would I put it above Mario Kart World? Well, who's best game overall? Mario Kart World has 352 songs. Kirby Air Ride does not have 352 songs, but I prefer the Air Ride songs. But that just might be Kirby bias. Mario Kart's gonna appeal to way more people. Because you can just play normal, or you can play in a very advanced fashion. And It would be like if Top Ride had two. Well, Top Ride does have 2 ways to play because. Not Top Ride. Air Ride. Air Ride is 2 ways to play. You can play with or without damage. And that's sort of like Knockout Tour, where you don't take damage, but the top places win. So it's. But dealing damage is harder. And each cart has a different amount of. But that's like the stats for Mario Kart. I don't know. Air Riders beats Mario Kart in battle, but it loses in racing. And we might be tied on music. Quantity versus quality, they're tied. They both have good guidance. The controls are the controls. It's not the controls, it's the way it controls. Mario Kart World has tighter controls overall, whereas Wheelie Scooter and Chariot and like one of the flying vehicles, most of the Air Riders don't have tight because they don't want you to turn. They want you to use the boost, but the boost is the brake, which is also the item button, which is also the inhale button, which is just the way it's made. Which is supposed to be simpler than Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World has a trick drift button and an item button. Both of them have auto rails. I don't know. What do I don't know where to put this. Is Air Riders better or not better? I prefer it. If I were to give... Air Riders is really... You can control the speed of it. You can do normal or slow. World has improved significantly in 6 months. World is more expensive. World... Air Riders will never get DLC. Or at least it's not planned. World has gotten a lot of free updates. Guys, I don't know. Why am I rating them equally? How are they both the best game? They both have the same rank. I'd say Air Riders is better than Prime. Not by a ton. But between Mario Kart World and Prime, there's not a big gap there either. The gap between World and Metroid Prime 4 is not that. I feel like making a separate category. This is insane. This is how bad this is. Wait, we have a new problem. I can't find the window with my music in it. How? Oh, here it is. Oh. I don't know where I would put Air Riders. I think Air Riders is an AB. We might have to Venn diagram it. Do I have paint on here? Hold up. We're about to open up a paint. Why does it look like that? Something's wrong. This is not... Why is paint broken? Here's my problem. Here we have Mario Kart World, and then here we have Kirby Air Riders. I think we tie on music. That's a tie. And then gameplay, I think Mario Kart World wins. And then fun? I think they're equally fun. I do. And that's not like I'm going general populace here. The guidance is about the same. Controls, I think Mario Kart wins on that. Oh. And then the story there... Mario Kart World doesn't have a story. Racing goes to Mario Kart World. Battle goes to Kirby Air Riders. Freedom probably goes to both. Multiplayer probably goes to both. The character selection's probably here. Customization is better in Air Riders. Can't even fit that in here. I think Mario Kart World wins. Sadly. In terms of goals, I would say they're both the same. They both have... We're going with that. Wow, that was hard! The winner for Game of the Year is Donkey Kong Bonanza. The runner-up is Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. The actual runner-up is Mario Kart World, followed by Kirby Air Riders, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Jamboree TV. I need a water. Hold up. Can I export this? No? Is that in my... It won't let me export it. It's interesting. That's my story. I'll be right back. I just realized I forgot to set my fantasy team. And I'm in the playoffs. So that's not good. Hold up. We have to do that right now. Who did I start? This is bad. I don't think I'm gonna win my fantasy this week. I'm in first place? Wait, what? I'm in first place in my fantasy, I did not realize that. I have one empty spot on my roster. I should do something about that. It's on the to-do list. The immediate to-do list. Category, best game. Winner of was Donkey Kong Bonanza. The next one is... Where are we? Best gameplay. Best gameplay, okay. Emerald Rush has amazing gameplay. Mario Kart World has amazing gameplay. Jamboree TV, the mouse controls are probably A tier. Beyond has amazing gameplay. Air Riders could be better. Bonanza has amazing gameplay. So now we have to... I think these are in the right order. I just don't... The mouse controls... better than that for gameplay. And the way it's used, yeah. So Beyond World, the gameplay is just like steering and tricking. Beyond, you have... I didn't feel like the psychic abilities added to the gameplay. And the rest of the gameplay was like remastered in a different environment. Which is good. It's pretty flawless when I was playing it. Shooting was great. These are pretty close together. Bonanza had super fun gameplay. Emerald Rush is basically Bonanza but better. Is World better than Bonanza? I don't think so. I think you can do a lot more in Bonanza. Beyond it has its strength in gameplay, but I think the bite kills it. Whereas World has no hindrance. The bike might put that in A. In between these two, I would say best gameplay would have to be Bonanza. You can punch up, forward, down. You have the Bonanzas, elephant, snake, zebra, ostrich, and Kong. You don't use them a lot in the actual game. They aren't required of you, which is good. And then an Emerald Rush, still not required of you, but extremely highly, mortally recommended. I want to play Emerald Rush right now. Oh my goodness, the more I talk about it, the more I want to go play. Maybe we'll do a celebratory Emerald Rush run after this. I don't know if I can. I wanted to play either Air Riders or work on my Metroid Prime 4 run back, but I think we have to do Emerald Rush. I don't think I can stay away from it. I think I have. The cravings are so strong right now. It adds on top of the Bonanza gameplay. So I think we're doing that. S seems strong for it at this point, but I think we're gonna go with it. The gameplay of Emerald Rush, if I gave that to a kid versus Mario Kart World, they wouldn't get it because it requires a higher level of skill, knowledge, strategy, planning. It's so much higher. The gameplay is so much higher. And Mario Kart World is so basic. Which is why Mario Kart is successful, by the way. Which is why all of these are S tier. Beyond has a couple flaws, TV has a couple flaws, Riders has flaws. And now we go to best moment. So the highlight of Mario Kart World has to be the Rainbow Road thing. That would bring tears to a normal person's eyes. Bonanza's best moment. Probably the ending. That's a pretty banger of a moment. The culmination of that is probably more than Mario Kart World. Right? Now Mario Kart World, the moment's very... With Mario Kart World Rainbow Road, now you have the movie, and Bonanza, you're playing off of two things. You're playing off of DK64 and you're playing off of Super Mario Odyssey in that moment. So you have the new fans and the old fans coming together. You also introduced New Donk City in the actual game as Pauline City for people who have no idea what's going on, played nothing. So you get 3 bang 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 hits right there. Rainbow Road is gonna hit everybody and it's gonna be an incredible memory. Rainbow Road does the same thing in the same way, but as like one... I don't know. When the clang comes and you see the arena rise out of the lava that just destroyed the entire city, I think that does more than Rainbow Road. I think that arena... This is extreme bias. I have to be careful. This is extreme bias. That arena... I think Rainbow Road still has more impact, but in terms of the moment of the arena appearing versus Rainbow Road appearing, it's like, oh, Rainbow Road. It's like, the arena! I feel like you have a stronger impact with that arena. Let me change the song. Do I like this one? Sure, we'll do it. Air Riders, best moment. Probably the spiders, actually. That was the most... I'm counting the as the moments. The best moment. It would have to be from the game. Or like when you go up to Nova. That's a pretty crazy moment. After what he did with the spiders and then fighting Gigantus is not a best moment. There's no best moment in City Trail. Unless you have an actual personal experience with it. I'm talking about like overall, the overarching game's best moment. I wouldn't say a gameplay. I think I would say during that story. And then when you defeat Noah, that's pretty big. I would still put that pretty high, but I don't think that can beat Rainbow Road. Emerald Rush best moment. I almost wanted to say when you lose, cause then it makes you get back up. Cause you had DK Island. That's some extreme nostalgia. I don't think the story has any moments in it, actually.
I would say the DK Island thing would be the best moment.
For newcomers, I don't think anybody cares. I think for oldcomers, they love it. I think that's still a big moment. But I think that comes after the Nova Spider story thing. Best moment and beyond might be when Silex shows up. That might be the best moment in the entire game. But it's a contender. Is that part of the game or is that part of Metroid Prime? Because within Beyond itself, I'd say the best moment is being in Ice Belt. Ice Belt is the moment for the game. There are some great moments in the tower. I wouldn't, because when you first get that bike, it tries to make you feel all powerful. Those are good moments, but I would say the other ones are more impactful. Or like when you are down in the mines and you meet the Omega Reaver, it's like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And you finally hit it. I feel like there was a second of too much build up to that. And then what else do we have? We have this. I don't think the final boss fight was the best one at all. I didn't like that finale at all. I don't think that was well done. When she hangs it on the tree or any of that. The Legacy suit was not a best moment. I'd have to go with Silex's introduction, but then it gets ruined after, just spoiled. So we're gonna go with Ice Belt as the best moment from Prime Beyond. The slow realization of the player as they go through the facility, especially if you're scanning things, and you're learning what's happening or what happened in the past, and then you can hear, and being introduced you're being introduced extremely gradually. You see them in the cryopods, and then you start to hear something, and then at one point you're able to open some of them, and you can hear the noise even louder, and you realize they're 100% still alive, and you're hearing their thoughts, and then when you turn everything back on and all the cryopods warm up, they're back. They thaw out, and then they come after you, and you're hearing their thoughts come after you learn, oh, that's why I can hear them, because I have the psychic gem, they have the psychic gem, because that's why they're mutants, because of them. Just all the building of that was fantastic. Peak Metroid storytelling. That is peak. Ice Belt is peak Metroid storytelling right there. It's similar in Super Metroid. As you go along in the game, you see pixels of hints of what was in the past. That's what's happening in Ice Belt. Without the game telling it to you. You can have it told to you through the logs, but even the logs are pretty vague, and you don't have to read them to understand what's going on. Because at first, you don't understand where you are at all. You try to come up with assumptions, and the more clues you gather, the more you realize what happened. So that's a great moment. Does it beat Rainbow Road? Does it beat Rainbow Road? I think it does. People who are not playing Metroid Prime Beyond are not being counted in this. I'm counting the people playing these games who are playing the games to play the games knowing what the games are. And I'm gonna say Icebelt beats that. Does Icebelt beat the arena? I don't think so. I think the arena beats its chest too hard. I think the arena just blows a bomb in your brain. I don't know if that can be beat. Jamboree TV's best moment. I don't think it has one. Teams is like a personal thing. Frenzy's a personal thing. The coaster is very rewarding at the end. I think I'm putting that in B. We're getting rid of A, B. Oh, what'd I do? I think I'm putting that in B. For best moment. And there we have it. The arena, Icebelt, Rainbow Road, Vengeance Against Nova for the Spiders, and then Dunkong Island, and then this, I guess we're going Coaster. I couldn't come up with anything else. I tried. We're winding down. We're going to Best Racetrack. That's hilarious that I made this one of them. Best racetrack. I think this is a terrible racetrack. It's a circle. I don't think this has a racetrack. NA. I don't think this has a racetrack. I guess that does the coaster count? Put it there. I'll leave it there. This is yeah, this is a C. Putting that below Coaster. At least Coaster made you feel something. Air Riders, Best Racetrack. I would still say Nova for this one. Siberian Highway is pretty good. I think it's a strong B though. And Mario Kart World wins out with everything else. It was kind of made for it though. It's not fair. Best racetrack. Lots of them. Rainbow Road, Toad, the other ones. Air Riders, I would say, I don't remember them all, but Nova, Siberian, some other ones. Bonanza, it was fun, it's just a circle. Jamboree TV, it was fun, still a circle. This one is not fun, and this one didn't have anything. Now we're going off for songs. Best song. Best boss song. I think we're gonna need to be doing some digging. This boss song. Best boss song. Time to listen. This is Pika Bruisers. Pretty good. It was an A. This is Grumpy Kong. Oh, that's not Grumpy Kong. That's copyrighted music, probably. Thanks, YouTube. More copyrighted music. Bass Pro Shop. Grumpy Kong's battle theme's pretty good. These are all A. What was Mad Mixers? Mad Mixers was pretty clamping. Stompin' Clumpers was fine. Poppies was funny. It sounded like Rouge the Bat from 2002. Inflaminite. He was fine. Abracadabra. That was fine. Boyd Kong has a secret one too. I hate this bat. Muckety muck. I did not like that song. And this is the secret Void Kong battle vocal theme. I didn't know there were secret themes of the other ones. Oh, low health. Whatever. It's A. And then Prime 4. This part bangs. Who sang this? I think some of the other ones are better, but this is my favorite. It checks all the boxes. So in Metroid, the first one that we hear is right after the UTO Research Center. We fight Abrax. It's not that good. Then we fight Carvex. This is pretty good. It's not my kind of song, but it's pretty good. So, from a composition standpoint, this is what you want. Then you have Helios. That's completely not what I want. You can play this in the desert too. They knew how good it was. We're gonna get the riff in a second. The beat didn't drop yet. This is still the intro. There we go. I first tried this boss both times. According to my memory. My memory's been pretty bad today. I accidentally almost sent duplicate equipment to like 3 people today at work because I forgot I did that already. Keratos had my favorite theme of the year for all bosses. This was the best boss song out of everything for me. This is my favorite. When you're fighting him, it's better somehow. And then I will admit that I've been listening to Fenoros on loop for a while. This inspired me to draw a picture. That's how good this was. We have the intro piece here. It's a really long intro, but it's fine. The composition of these is deeper and more complex, and more environmental than as Bonanza. Because Bonanza's trying to be a certain way, and not necessarily the environment that the creature is from. They're also manufacturing the creatures on the spot. But they're very goofy. And then the intro ends here. And now we get Alien. Because he's an alien. You get all the elements. You can feel his looming presence from the song itself. I just realized that Mario Kart World doesn't have a boss song. It actually does have boss music, but we're just counting the actual, like, it has to be played with a boss. And then we transition to the final piece of the song right here. I think that's why I like it. You can dance to this song. But in a very dramatic and way. Here's Behemoth.
It's the holidays.
That's not it. Thank you, Pizza Hut. Behemoth is fine. I don't even remember Mega Griever's theme. Behemoth is fine. I wouldn't say it's... I almost said it's similar to Bonanza's in the way that they're composed for their particular game. We have 30 seconds in build up at this point. I don't remember his intro being so long. When does the intro end? There we go. 56 seconds into it, we hit the chorus. Actually, this is the bridge to the chorus. It's 2:45 for the whole thing. And this is the chorus. That was the bridge, here's the chorus. I don't actually know music, I'm making stuff up. It's fine. What's a Mega Griever? Oh, this was I think this was my second favorite. Even though Fenoros, I listened to that nonstop, I think this was my second favorite after Keratos. I don't know why we're still listening to this. I think it won. Let's go with Kirby Air Rider's boss music. It's not Whoever made this did not do it the job they were supposed to do. I'm getting what's in this playlist. That's not it. This is the final boss. This is penultimate boss. Do these count as the final bosses? Because this is an incredible song. I did not like it at first, and then I realized how it is good. Oh, I forgot about that last note. The vocals in this kind of wore on me after going through all Prime Beyond, but yeah, that was incredible. And then this is, ooh, we have another advertisement. Please don't DMCA me. This was also incredible. These are not the final boss. They're leading up to the final boss. Do we count that? How do we put this against Keratos, Omega Griever, Feneros? How do we do that? Because then you get to the peak here. Then you have a leitmotif here. The leitmotifs always get me. I feel like leitmotif is critical. And then right here, right here, right here. You feel it in your heart. And we get a little bit of a loop. And then we bring back the trumpets. I think they're trumpets. Zora, that was his name, Zora. One of my webkin's names was Zora, but without the H. She was one of the zebras. Z-O-R-A. I named her that when I was like in 2nd grade or something. It's such a great song. That's the final version of it. This is the unfinal version of it. Which is also great. I feel like the instrumentals might be cheaper than Metroid, but it's so good. I have to separate my bias. Then you have Robo Deity here. Which is Mount Deity from Kirby's Dream Land. So you tie that all together. He's a robot. Then you have Marks, which I've never been completely in love with. They do a great job with it here. I think this is one of the... It's so beautiful.
Even if you hate mayo.
It's a beautiful song. It's hard. And then 02 is also a beautiful song. They did a great job with the remix here. I don't think I'll even listen to Nightmare. I don't think we need to at this point. I think we're done. Oh wait, it keeps going. Forget. I don't think I could say this is one of the best. I think the other ones, they're very powerful. They're just, I think it's because you have penultimate bosses, and in Metroid you don't have penultimate bosses at all.
Before we do it,
Oh, what? What is this? I like that drop right there with the instruments. I think it's tough because you have Noir DDD. I think it's tough with Zora being in there. Zora definitely mixes things up because if it weren't for Zora, you have this. Which perfectly encapsulates everything. But so do the other songs. So what's better? Is this better than Zora? Both are perfect. They're both... I can't... What's the best one? Actually, this is really short. It's like 50 seconds. Kirby Air Riders tells a whole story, but Metroid does not tell a whole story. Fenoros tells a story, actually. That's not true. Fenoros tells a story. Keratos does not tell a story. Keratos is the battle. The music is the battle that you're having. And then Kirby Air Riders does both. Kirby Air Riders does both the battle that you're having and the story at the same time. I think we have to put Air Riders ahead. I think Air Riders is better because it does both. You don't feel as much with Prime Beyond as you do with Air Riders. Because you can like scan them and see, oh, they're supposed to give you the keys and items, but because they've been corrupted by the Metroids that Silex brought, now you have to fight them to the death, and now you're further extincting the species that they wanted you to save them. So that's sad. But it's... You don't... The song itself, as you're fighting the boss, you are fighting both the boss and you're listening to a banger. And you're listening to what you are fighting in terms of the gameplay. So you have the gameplay of the boss and then the song itself. All of them, bang, bang, bang. Wrapped into one, a threefold chord. I think Air Riders beats it out. But Air Riders does have the advantage of having Zora. So it's an unfair advantage that pits it ahead of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. There we have it. Air Riders Beyond Bonanza. And these didn't count. That was really hard. We had to do some crazy analysis there. What's the next one? Best story. Wait, these don't have it. This doesn't have a story. Get back down there. I've been demoted. These have stories, right? Okay, we're done with that. We need to go back to the best story. Okay, Bonanza had a terrible, terrible, terrible C tier story. Barely. There was like character development. There was character development. Oh, I forgot to change the text. There was character development. It's C tier. There was this was just sad on top of sad. It was good storytelling. The story was pretty blah, and it was already done before. Is it B or C? Can I put it in BB? Can I make a BB? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna make a BB. BB. Air Rider's story was just thrown together like crazy. Bonanza's, this was also thrown together. I still think that this is better than that one. But not by much of anything. And these are the F stories. Right? I think the coaster actually did have a story. Mario Kart World didn't have a story. Okay. This is Starship Mario from Galaxy 2. This is a crazy remix. I don't know what. This, okay, here we have it. The category for best story. I guess Air Riders wins. Just because this is so... The storytelling's done in a significantly better way than Air Riders. But the story itself as a narrative is terrible. And now we're going to... Oh! We skipped the other... We skipped the music. Hold on. There was way more to that. There was way more to that. We didn't do final boss music. Final boss music. Coming in here. Oh, I added... Hold on. Good stuff. Okay. Best final boss music. I think that this gets brought down with Marks being tied into it. Bonanza's is so good. And then Prime's is so... I don't know between these... This is... So we'll listen to all of Silex.
What are you doing in a meeting that could have been an email?
Thank you, YouTube. Phase 1. Here we have Silex entering the scene. It's kind of been the theme of Beyond, which doesn't make sense because we've been helping the discount Luminoth the whole time. And the Lamorn are not Silex, two completely separate entities. But Silex was after the artifact for no reason. That's good, I like that piece. It's just like thrown in as, yo, Silex, you're fighting Silex. He doesn't feel like he should be the final boss though. He doesn't really deserve it. He didn't really earn it. He brought us here and he forced us to do all of this, and then he showed up at the end somehow in the not cryopod, in the healing pod, but I don't know. And then we have the because we've been having vocals the whole game. So now we have to add the vocals because here we have the Lamorn's world and we have Silex together. Even though Silex is not Lamorn at all, He is not from Euros. He's not any of that. He doesn't care. And right now, he is... Yeah, no. This person in the comments says his backstory is a massive plot hole. I thought that said black hole. And then it just keeps repeating. It doesn't want you to stay here very long because it wants you to get to the finale. Now we're starting with some vocals. Really long. Okay, got some beat going. Get the guitar in here. Here's Silex entering the picture, stepping all over the Lamorne, and you're fighting him. Shoot, 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 shoot! Explode. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Because they're shooting each other. Bow, bow, bow. Going back and forth. Bow, 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 bow. It ties into the fight. It's just basic sounding cool and not, wow, I'm feeling like this is a final boss. He didn't feel like a final boss. He felt like I'm fighting Silex in Metroid Prime Hunters and oh no, there goes my energy tanks because Lockjaw took them. Which is so, it's so funny when he turns into Lockjaw because he's so huge in this game and then he just turns into like two little things. It's so funny. It's not. Because when we go to Nova, you have the impact of that. It's a very strong impact. Not that. Thanks, Red Bull. And I don't even know what this is a commercial for. Oh, the menace. It's Nova. You're facing him again. You know him. Now you're back. Recognize this song? We made it better. Because Kirby remixes are the best remixes on the planet. You're on a Fire Lion? Yes. And now you're fighting him again. Fighting his programs, which are the Air Rider machines. Came from Nova. Dun, 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 dun. Getting that Heart of Nova theme in there. Because you only fight Galactic Nova and Kirby Planet Robot. You fight the Heart of Nova in both Kirby Air Riders and Kirby Superstar Ultra. Okay, now we get into the choral melody. Milky Way Wishes. Milky Way Wishes. I'm here. I'm from Milky Way Wishes. Twinkle. Twinkle. But eventually it fades out. And then it becomes Marks. It's a beautiful song. And then as you're fighting him, the sound effects are just, you know, hitting him, destroying the core, destroying the Heart of Nova, avoiding how he's trying to hit you, if he's trying to hit you or if that's just the factory. Because it's dun 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 dun. I'm not getting that right now. Was that in the beginning? Why am I not getting that part? Why am I not getting that part? It should be going dun 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 dun. That's not it. Yeah, this part. Dun 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 dun. And then we transition into Mark's here. It's softer. I am all powerful. That's the softness. I am all powerful. I am everything. Oh, he is shooting. I forgot about that. So the Heart of Nova is shooting directly at Leo and Kirby. Force field generated. But he uses all his energy to fight us, which degenerates his force field. Leaves him open. Vulnerable if we hit him. The Marks part is so soft. It's very interesting that they combine the two. I guess it doesn't... Silex goes better. So I guess that's true. Because Silex is like this. And now we have to do best normal music. We have 3 more. We're third to last. I just remembered I have to wake up early in the morning. Okay, well. Oh my goodness, this guy says you can use your psychic powers to throw power bombs at him. I did not know that. Anyway. Regular music. I think we all need to take a listen at this first. Not that. Why did they do that to me? I don't want to decorate my house, okay? I am not HGTV mom. This song is crazy. This is from the original. We could do Steam Gus Forge. This song is so amazing. This part where he's going oi 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 What is this tune? It's enraptured me for 9 years. I like how the bars are building. We also have Checker Knights. I think Checker Knights just beats everything right here. By the way, Wayflow Waters is Ostrich Bonanza. Ostrich Ranger Rick. It's the same song. Dacho, 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 dacho. Ostrich Ranger Rick. You drop. Ranger Rick. Ostrich Ranger Rick. And then you have this. It's the same song. So we have that. we have other non-boss music from Donkey Kong, like Kremlin Quagmire. We don't have a ton of other stuff I can highlight. The Bonanza transformations aren't boss music, so we can count those. Gangplank Galleon is boss music, but DK Island is DK Artist. That has a good song. I'm just realizing this is the B-side. This is the wrong one. That one went a little too much. There we go. This one's better. There's less going on. It doesn't need to have all that going on. It's already perfect. And this intro does not overstay its welcome. It's only 22 seconds. I think this is one of the best songs of all time in like human history. But this is one song over so many from you know. I don't know what else is in Bonanza that's good. I mean, that's good. This is Simian Sig, this is what I'm talking about. They kept this and they did a remix. This is nice. I have to remind myself, it's not about the energy of the song being high energy, because I tend to like high energy music. DK is not a high energy theme. While we're here, I don't think Jamboree TV qualifies for this. Why is BB still here? It's pretty perfect. And you have Ingo Isle. This is like Metroid level. And then you have Steam Ghost
The new
Forge.
iPhone 17 Pro.
That's not it.
Make their holiday.
It reminds me of Checker Knights a little bit. I will say I hate Skaya's theme. But I don't like some of the music in Donkey Kong either, so. The main music I hate from Kirby Riders is the main theme. Beat drop! 34 seconds, already there. And it keeps going. Now we got a new area of the song. And somehow we're not done. The song keeps building. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Incredible. And then you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, where we have stuff like this. It's much more chill. Actually, I stand corrected. We have Meta Knight's theme in the Canyon layer. I feel like Bonanza's music just does not get you as invested as Kirby's music. Kirby's music, save the high energy. The composition and the beats get you way more invested. You go in there and you can't get out and you just want to listen to it forever and ever and ever. And then you have DK music where it's like the environment is making noise, and then when you listen to it outside of the game, it's alright, but it doesn't pump you. I guess that's the energy I'm thinking of. The composition's fine. It's what it needs to be. It's an A. I give Bonanza's music an A. I'm putting it in S tier because A is my personal ranking. I did not like this theme right here. When I went to the Tempest layer, that was my least favorite layer. It sounds like an elephant. It sounds more elephant than Tempest. And I don't like it. But I love elephants. This is a good song. The Radiant Slayer had... See, that's the difference. I feel like the Radiant Slayer had better music. But the other songs aren't trying to be music. It's trying to be the environment. Kind of like with Disco Hall, where the environment was music. Which is why it's silent when you're there. Because the music's gone. Oh yeah, then Feast there goes all goofy. Kind of like in Odyssey, how you get goofy with the luncheon layer towards the end of the game. I think it's going after Air Riders, because it's not extremely investing. It's meant to be environmental, but I think it's just one after. Mario Kart World might... I don't know where to put Mario Kart World, actually. Emerald Rush... Okay, these are gonna be very... This is gonna be my longest rating yet. This is gonna take a while. Because we have Mario Kart World stuff like this. Very dig-a-leg. See, this is both yo, you're racing and yo, this is a great song. It turns a boss fight from Super Mario Galaxy 2 into a racetrack song. I think the prowess of having 352 songs in your soundtrack puts you over Air Riders, even though Air Riders, it's more of my favorite, but in terms of the best, I feel like Mario Kart World took the best of the best from 40 years and made everything better. That's good. You go full 1960s here. What is Bowser's Fury? I think they just pumped this up to an 11. Emerald Rush music is probably B tier. They're going so hard on these instruments. How many instruments did they break to make this song? I mean, the soundtrack. I can't stop listening to it. I don't remember this at all. I love hard rock. It's like All Hail Shadow. Okay, I do have to stop listening because I have to listen to something inferior real quick. think it's an A. I think it's a B. Burn, let it burn, let it burn. Is it B minus? B plus? B plus. It's not bad. It's just so basic. Then Prime Beyond, oh boy. Prime Beyond has music. Somehow I deleted the tab of my music. Hold on. I tried to keep them open. This is the last one we have to rate. The songs are just not... They're so sad and slow and uninspiring. The whole game is uninspired. There's way too many vocals happening. Way too much not enough music, more of just ambiance. Sometimes there's just stuff thrown into there. It's very ambient, very environmental, very meant to immerse you, very much not meant to be a song. What was this one? I think I give it an A. It's a very deep... What was in the mines? I don't remember the mines. Oh yeah! This was the retro music. Very, very retro.
The Colonel was upset.
I'm upset. That's not music. That's not music. This is background. It was meant to make you feel afraid. And you have Flare. Flare Pool is funny because this is actually a song. It's not a full remix of Magmoor Caverns. It wasn't until somebody mentioned Magmoor Caverns I started to pick out pieces of it. Or Norfair, depending on who you are. It's kind of like Norfair. It is not the same song, but it uses elements of it. It's weird how they did that. This was pretty boss when this played. I think this gets an A minus. There you have it. The last one that I'm gonna do is hard mode. Oh, I almost logged out. I don't want to log out. There's the vocals again. They could not stop doing vocals. Could not stop doing vocals. So now we do favorite and best. I would say hard mode for Donkey Kong Bonanza is not actually hard. And your way of playing hard is like 0 bananas. Which is actually fine. Hard mode Mario Kart World is such a pain. I'm giving it a B. A B, like B in bold. B in bold. Hard mode for Jamboree TV. Oh my gosh, this stinks. Nah, I'm putting it with that one. Hard mode for this is amazing. I'm gonna give it an S minus though. I did get a little bothered. Hard mode for this one is also not amazing. I don't like that one. There you have it. Hard mode for this is like level 7. It's pretty good. Hard mode for this is no bananas. It's pretty good. This is terrifying and boring. This is terrifying and extra boring. This is just a pain. And this is... Why would... I don't know. I don't even know. Why... I don't know. We got our SAB there. And now we're gonna transform this. Mind you, I have short-term memory loss, so when I do this, I have no idea what I just did. Shuffle them up. Best hard mode. Oh, I just hit the mic. I think I've hit the mic a lot tonight. We're gonna do Steam Ghost Forge. I love it. So, hard mode for Jamboree TV is like hard computers. It makes you work for it. It makes you work for it. Like master CPUs, it makes you work for it. This one is just so boring. There's like not B is for boring. It might be C actually. There's just no. Like, why? C minus. It's such a poor hard mode. Is it harder? Technically, yes, but not in any exciting ways. Air Rider's harder mode is a beast because there's a super hard. I'm counting super hard mode for story mode. I'm not counting the computers. The computers are super duper easy, even on level 9. Like, it's not super duper easy, just like not level 9 difficulty. So. It's hard for me. The punishment is very... I think I might put that in A, actually. Because it really it makes you work for it. It's very unforgiving. It makes you work for it. Jamboree TV... I'm counting the mini-games on Master Mode. Otherwise, it's RNG. Mario Kart World Hard Mode is just not very fun. And it's... This is like triple stars. Triple star everything, which I did. And then going for best time. I'm gonna give it a B minus. No, I can't. I'm gonna not even do that. I think I'm gonna put it C. I'm gonna make a C tier. I can't even. Hard mode for this one is incredible. That's incredible. Nah, I'm just gonna give it a normal S. And then Bonanza hard mode, I think I'm still gonna give that an S. Cause there's, yeah, that's how I'm going with it.
It's your time to explore,
Oh,
to battle,
I just realized what's
to
happening.
suit up.
I didn't know there was a limit on that. And there you have it. Wow, I can't believe we're ending the stream on the staff credits from Mario Kart Wii. So, best hard mode, Emerald Rush. Greatly rewarding. Great learning experience. Bonanza, I wouldn't say it's super rewarding, but you do have to play differently. Jamboree TV, you gotta get your skills up. A-Riders, you gotta get your skills up. This is like skill-based, and this is actually getting like a sort of a different gameplay. This is just pain, and this just takes longer. It just takes longer. It's not, it just takes longer. It's not hard mode. Is it harder? Sure. You know why? Because it takes longer. Okay. That's it. Well, congratulations. We made it through the Pink Awards. I think that was a long... Is the Game Awards still happening?